Once upon a time, in a quiet suburban neighborhood, there stood a quaint and unassuming house. It was a house with a rich history, but it had fallen into disrepair over the years. The paint was peeling, the garden was overgrown, and the front porch was in desperate need of some love. In the heart of this charming home lived a woman named Alice. Alice had lived in the house for as long as she could remember, and it held a special place in her heart. She had grown up there, and it was the place where she had spent countless summers playing in the backyard and tending to the beautiful garden that her grandmother had once lovingly cared for. As the years went by, life had become busier for Alice. Her demanding job left little time for the house and garden, and slowly, the once thriving green oasis had turned into a tangled jungle of weeds and thorns. It was as if the garden itself mourned its neglect, with the vibrant colours and sweet scents it once held fading away. One sunny spring morning, as Alice sipped her coffee and gazed out of her kitchen window at the wild tangle that had become her garden, something inside her stirred. She remembered the stories her grandmother used to tell her about the secret garden hidden somewhere in the yard, a garden with magical properties that could heal both the land and the heart. Alice decided that it was time to bring back the magic to her home. She rolled up her sleeves, grabbed her gardening tools and set to work. Day by day, she cleared away the weeds and thorns, revealing the hidden beauty of her grandmother's secret garden. It was a place filled with old stone pathways, blooming roses, and a magnificent oak tree that had stood for generations. As she worked in the garden, Alice discovered that her grandmother's stories were more than just tales. The garden did seem to have a magical quality. The more love and care she poured into it, the more the house itself seemed to come alive. The peeling paint was replaced with fresh coats of vibrant colours, and the front porch was transformed into a cosy, welcoming space. Alice's neighbours, who had watched her transformation from afar, couldn't believe the change. The house had gone from being the eyesore of the neighbourhood to a true gem. People would stop by to admire the garden and chat with Alice as she shared the stories of her childhood and the magic that had brought her home back to life. With each passing season, the garden flourished and the house radiated warmth and love. Alice had not only revived her grandmother's secret garden, but also her own heart. The neglected house had become a symbol of renewal and a testament to the power of love and care. It was a place where the past and present coexisted, where memories intertwined with new beginnings. And so, the unassuming house in the quiet suburban neighborhood became a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who passed by. It reminded them that even the most neglected and forgotten places could be brought back to life with a little magic and a lot of love.